Mabuhay! Kamusta kayo? Welcome back to our channel. Ang episode na ito ay para sa mga taong forever ng New Year's resolution ang magpapayat at maging healthy. Ikaw ba ay nahihirapan magbawas ng timbang? Laging slow, pagod, o bitin sa energy? How about your mood? Madalas ka bang hopeless at impatient? Sinubukan mo na ba ang lahat para maging healthy? Diet, exercise, pero pakiramdam mo'y bigo ka pa rin? Feeling stuck sa iyong health journey? Di mo alam paano magsisimula kasi ikaw ay tamad na tamad and partly wala ng pag-asa. Litong-lito ka na ba sa dami ng diet at exercise options na available? These problems can get worse. Nakakaramdam ka na ba ng chronic pain? O kailangan mo na ba ng maintenance medications? Bumababa na ba ang self-confidence mo to the point na ayaw mo nang lumabas at mag-socialize? Pati ba ang relationship mo sa family at mga friends ay apektado na rin? Nahihirapan ka ba mag-manage ng time mo para sa mga outside work tasks, hobbies, o projects? Feeling old beyond your age? And overall, you just feel na your body is not as strong and healthy compared to your younger years. Kapag hinayaan mo lang ito, as you age, it will only get worse. Naririnig ko kayo at naiintindihan ko rin kayo. Lahat tayo ay nasa parehong bangka. Paano nga ba tayo magsisimula sa dami ng information kung paano maging healthy and fit? Ito ang aking tips and I promise you, effective ang mga ito. Tip number one, begin with your why. Ito ang unang step dahil this will help you move into action. Reflect muna tayo. Kasi marami may gustong maging healthy pero hindi willing gumawa ng move o mag-create ng change. So ask yourself, bakit mo ba gusto maging healthy? Kailangan intense and deeply rooted ang iyong why. Huwag mo gawing short term. Dapat ito ay daladala mo hanggang sa pagtanda. Ang technique dito is to ask 5 whys to find your core. For example, gusto mo pumayat para sa aatendan mong kasal. Then ask another why para maging maganda sa picture, syempre. Then ask your second why para magkaroon ng happy lasting memories. Then another why because you want to grow old with your loved ones and celebrate life together. Why? Because you want to see yourself as a healthy aging person, and so on and so forth. Bibigyan ko kayo ng halimbawa. Ako, personally, ang aking major why sa pagiging healthy ay gusto ko ma-fully enjoy ang retirement. Gusto ko pa gumawa ng ibang bagay aside sa pagpasok sa aking trabaho. Pangarap ko maging old lady na kayang gumawa ng new hobbies at kaya mag-travel. At para makuha ito, I need lasting health and energy. So ikaw, cultivate your deepest why at dun ka magsimula. This will anchor you through the bad days at lalong-lalo na sa mga araw na gusto mo nang sukuan ang iyong health journey. Tip number two, see it as a journey, not a destination. Akala ko noon, pag pumayat ka at happy ka na sa iyong weight, pwede ka nang bumalik sa old habits. Pero hindi pala. Kailangan sustainable ang approach mo. Dapat fit ito sa buhay mo. If meron ka lang 30 minutes para magluto ng pagkain mo or mag-exercise, then so be it. Hindi dapat high maintenance ang health routines dahil minsan overdoing it causes a lot of stress sa atin and in return raises our cortisol and it defeats the purpose ng pagiging healthy. This is a lifestyle. It's not a one-time deal. Kailangan nating maintindihan na we will have to live with these habits until we die. So we might as well choose the easiest way to do it na kaya maka-adapt sa ating daily schedule. Like for me, I found now working out 3 days a week is the most efficient than doing 30 minutes of exercise per day. And sa food, doing advanced preparation on a weekend off is my only way to keep my food as healthy as I can make it be. So if you're in a health journey and it's too difficult for you to stick to this and it stresses you out, maybe you should tweak it a little, adapt and adjust. Dahil if it won't fit, wag nating ipilit. Tip number three, begin with self-love. Dapat makita mo ang sarili mo as a beautiful person despite all the imperfections. Self-love ang iyong starting point next to your why, kahit ano pa ang shape o form mo. Dahil kapag hindi mo natutunan mahalin ang sarili mo sa before version, hindi mo rin ito magagawa sa after. Ang pagpapapayat at pagiging healthy ay nagsisimula sa iyong mind. Check ninyo ang aking upload tungkol sa mensahe ng tubig. Click the link below para lalo itong maintindihan. If you label yourself as fat, obese, and unhealthy, then hindi mo makukuha ang change na gusto mo and you will forever stay sa mga labels na ito. This is extra challenging especially for women unlike sa mga lalaki kasi we have hormones. We have those time of the month na pangit ka sa sarili mo. Kaya know na this is normal, but also know na you deserve the healthy version of you and trust that your body is willing to cooperate for you to have this. Pang-apat, begin with a good sleep. Sleep makes you motivated and it gives you energy para mag-exercise, mag-prepare ng healthy food at gawin lahat ng mga healthy good stuff. Alam niyo rin ba na isang gabi ng puyat will make your blood sugar higher than normal? Nalaman ko ito dahil nagsuot ako ng continuous glucose monitor for a month. At aking nakita na kapag hindi maganda ang aking tulog, it gives me higher blood sugar reading the following day. At aside from that, tumataas din ang aking appetite for unhealthy food. People will often brush this idea off, pero trust me, quality sleep will make you a better person overall and it will propel you into your health journey. Tip number 5, stress management is key. Marami sa atin ang chronically stressed at ang rise in cortisol hinders our progress to health and losing weight because cortisol causes inflammation. So, ano ang ating solusyon? Lahat ng ito ay pwedeng makatulong sa inyo. Practice mindfulness, meditation, prayer, journaling, setting boundaries, EFT tapping, cold plunges, getting enough sun, grounding, and daily affirmations. Pansinin ninyo na ang mga unhealthy food madalas ay ginagawa nating comfort food kapag tayo ay pagod at overwork. So try to find other forms of stress relief aside sa pagkain. Check out my Buhay at Kalusugan series para matulungan kang ma-handle ang iyong daily stresses. So I'll be posting more of this in the future. Ang ultimate goal is to make your body feel safe enough to lose all the fat and the weight. Tandaan ninyo, cortisol causes inflammation and inflammation makes you fat and unhealthy. Next tip, focus on food that's easy to prepare, nutritious, and fuels you. Pagdating sa food, ito ang ating mga criteria. Unless ikaw ay maraming time pero kadalasan naman sa atin ay very busy at walang oras para mag-prepare. So, if 30 minutes lang, then i-air fryer mo na yan. Choose your battles. Next sa easy to prepare, dapat ay nutritious at nakakabusog. Start with good quality protein para maramdaman mong busog ka. Protein is very important. Look at food as an energy source. If after meals, ikaw ay antok na antok at pagod, maybe you should up the protein more. If you choose to be vegetarian, vegan, low carb, keto, carnivore, calorie counting, balanced meal at kung ano pa, lahat naman ito ay effective kung na-meet ang criteria na it has nutrients to give you energy, plus it makes you full. Dahil pag ikaw ay nagutom, panigurado kakain ka ng kung ano-ano na di mo naman plinanong kainin. Make sure na you eat single or few ingredients whole foods. Dahil sa totoo lang, food shouldn't be labeled. If sa label ang daming nakalista na di mo mabasa, wag na natin consume ang mga ito. Dahil these are all inflammatory food. And as always, don't let perfection be the enemy of good. If you feel na 80-20 or 90-10 is a good rule that will help you stick to your healthy meals, then so be it. Ibigay nyo ang 20 at 10% na yon para sa inyong sanity. Tip number 7, exercise for longevity, not just burning calories. I started with this wrong mentality nung ako ay nagsisimula na kailangan makaburn ako ng maraming calories during my workout para akin ding maburn ang mga cake o pizza na aking kinain. Pero this is not a good motivation para mag-exercise dahil ito ay eventually mag-wear off din. I recently learned this motivation na to exercise, we should chase strong. Dahil exercise will help you live a long and happy life. Ang muscle na iyong na-invest ngayon ay makakatulong para hindi ka magkaroon ng falls of fracture pagtanda. Aside pa dito, exercise help you handle stresses better dahil it builds your gray matter sa iyong brain na very helpful with stress and also sensory perception, memory, emotion, speech, decision making, and self control. Pero tandaan na under and over exercising are both bad. If it's too much that it raises your cortisol, maybe you should cut back a little. Hanapin ang iyong healthy balance. Dagdag ko na rin na akala ko dati exercise should be in the gym. But really, it can be all sorts of movement. Sports, or hobbies, or even walking. So please, let's all start moving. Tip number 8, habits will make you show up every day. Huwag lang kayo mag-rely sa motivation. I read this book which is entitled Atomic Habits. Check ninyo yon. Ang sabi dito, we should create a system para sa mga goals mo sa buhay. Like, if you want to be healthy and you want to lose weight, magsimula ka sa pagkakaroon ng mga daily habits na makakatulong sa goal na ito. Tulad nga ng mga sinabi ko sa previous tip. This is the only way para maging long-term and sustainable ang inyong healthy lifestyle. Tip number 9, surround yourself with good people and relationships. Be honest about your health goals and find support. If your family, friends, spouse, or children are eating junk food, wala talagang way para ikaw ay maging healthy. Make sure na ang mga taong kasama mo everyday at malapit sa'yo ay aware sa iyong goals para they can support you. At mas maganda pa, sumabay na rin sila sa'yo. If ikaw ay single, madali lang ito gawin. Pero if you are living with someone, making them understand your health goals is a priority. At first, hindi ka man nila maintindihan, but trust me, when they see your results, they will eventually follow. Tip number 10, lastly, be open for change, adapt and adjust. Adjust along the way. We have different needs as we get older, like getting married, having kids, and etc. Since long journey nga tayo, make it adapt sa bawat change ng buhay mo. It doesn't need to be left out. It just needs to go with the flow of the changes. Huwag maging anal about the habits. Keep the why, pero ang how dapat laging flexible. Importante na you make the time dahil if not, I tell you, your body will force you to make time for it. Kaya wag nyo na paabutin sa part na yon. So there you have it. Remember, it's never too late to start living a healthy life. Until next time, bye-bye!